Hello and welcome, Virgo, to your zodiac messages. We are looking into what do people love about you versus what do people dislike about you. So remember, what people dislike about you often has to do with their own unhealed shadow and insecurities. Be sure to only receive what resonates, release anything that doesn't resonate, and let's begin. We're going to look into general spread, and we're also going to look into love and relationships. Okay, so Virgo, what do people love about Virgo? 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 Oh, this is really nice. So we have Temperance and the Emperor starting out. So people feel like you take the time to focus on the details, to make sure everything is balanced before moving something forward. Like, you are very thorough, and that is something that people love about you. You also are someone who is worth waiting for, and you also know what's worth waiting for is something else that I'm seeing here. You have a tremendous amount of patience as well. With the process, with other people, is something else that people appreciate. With the King of Wands and the Star energy, you know, you're quite passionate and driven and go after what it is that you feel is destined for you. You know, it feels like no star is too big. Like, no dream is too big. You always want to do bigger. And you are not afraid to shine here. In fact, you appreciate and enjoy shining in leadership. You enjoy shining, you know, in groups here is something else, with your leadership, but also your light with the Star energy, especially when it comes to challenges, or, you know, whenever we go through, you know, dark times, or somebody's going through a dark time. I feel like that's when you really shine, because, you know, you've integrated and you've done a lot of work here. Okay. And I feel like you've already been on your hermit's journey, so you found your light within, and then you share that wisdom with others. We also have the High Priestess in the Queen of Cups energy. You have a love, but a love that people kind of have to work for. They have to be patient with you here with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. You're also highly intuitive. You can pick up on when a vibration is off, or when you sense somebody has some sort of agenda here. That's something that you can pick up on. And I don't feel like you always communicate it. You sit back and you observe. You're very observant. You pay attention to the details. That's something that's coming through here. You're very thorough, very organized as well. And I feel like your energy is very clear because of that too. I feel like your spiritual practices are very much intact. And that's something else. People feel like you are blessed, or that you have this angelic quality, or you have angelic energy, or angels around you, is another message that is coming through here. I feel like when it comes to projects, or when it comes to leadership, you know, you are the one that people want to choose, or there's almost a sense of like you're worth it, or like you're worth the wait, or the process to like reach you is worth it. So, you know, if you are a professional athlete, right, or, you know, any sort of talent, it's like, whoever wants your time, attention, your talent, you know, they have to be patient here. They have to earn it. They have to work for it. But your talent, your expertise is worth waiting for, right? Or if like you're booked up, people, you know that you're worth waiting for. You also have the very healing energy with Temperance as well. That's something else that's coming through. Your energy is very balanced. Your masculine, feminine energy is also beautifully balanced here. I feel like many people look up to you, Virgo. They look up to you. And they feel like you are spiritually powerful as well. And I feel like much of that has to do because the Star card comes out after the Tower for healing. So it's like you've rebuilt yourself, or you're self-made, or you have you've been through and overcome so much here. You've alchemized it. And that's something that people really admire, that strength within you. Okay, let's go ahead and see, what do people dislike about Virgo? 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 Okay, you have to have things just so. We have the shadow side and the 10 of Cups. So it's like you expect the best. You're like, I give the best. I expect the best. You have really high expectations. That's something that is coming through here. You might not see your own shadow, though. And that's something that people don't necessarily like. It also might, with the shadow side, I'm also getting like you might keep secrets as well. And that's something that people don't like here. Or you have, maybe you don't show, you know, your shadow side here. You don't show your shadow side to others, but it's definitely there. And I think shadow work is very important for you, Virgo. Okay. That's something that's coming through here. You might hide addictions from others. Okay. We also have the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. You always have to be right. Like, you have to be right. Like, you're the one who has the facts, or like you've done the research. With the 5 of Swords energy and the 6 of Wands, it's like you always have to win. You have a very competitive nature, is something that's coming through here with the 6 of Wands. You also like to be seen, again, like kind of in the best light with the 6 of Wands. You don't like to share, you know, your vulnerability. That's something coming through here. Your words, even though they are truthful, they can be very kind of shocking to others sometimes with how I'm hearing tactless you can be. You're just very direct, okay? I also feel like if there's anyone or anything like standing in the way of your goal, like you will like push them off to the side, or like you'll plow through it. Like that's just kind of what's coming through here as well. You're very focused. We also have the Tower and the Ace of Wands. So this again can be like your passion. This can be your temper. With the Tower and Ace of Wands, you'll end things. Like, you will end things without a second thought too. That's something that people notice about you and don't necessarily like here with the Tower and the Ace of Wands. It's like if it's not perfect, you'll end it. For some of you, that's what's coming through. Like, I'm seeing somebody feel like they're making a project and it didn't align the way exactly you wanted it to, just like ripping it out, you know, throwing it out, starting all over again. There could be jealousy as well that, you know, others feel towards you, Virgo. With the Tower and the Ace of Wands, I feel like too, it's like you rise from the ashes, you know, you overcome. You have all the determination in the world here, no matter what's thrown at you. You slaughter people's egos. Like, you absolutely destroy people's egos if they are, you know, coming at you in the wrong energy or trying to argue with you. You know, you can be brutal like that. Like, that's something else that just came through. Okay? Strong defenses, and desire to win and competitiveness. Okay. So let's see when it comes to love and relationships. What does Virgo's person love about them? What does Virgo's person love about them? how resourceful you are, how magnetic you are, how much you're desired, how many you're desired, like how many people desire you. Sometimes even your cold nature, your reserved nature. Yeah, there's a lot of magnetism here. But it's like when you go all in, you go all in. We have that kind of energy. It might take you a while to choose a partner or to make a commitment, but when you go all in, you go all in. For some of you, you don't want to commit. You want to have multiple people, okay? And if you're, with somebody who likes open relationships, that might be something that they appreciate. We also have Temperance again coming out as well. So I feel like you definitely have a calming influence on this person. I feel like your touch is very calming as well. That's something that they appreciate. They like your wild nature, okay? I feel like you're evenly matched when it comes to your passion. That's something that's coming through. You don't like something, you create change immediately. You don't wait to have, any sort of uncomfortable conversations. You will have those conversations. This person also, like all these cards are in the sunlight. I feel like this person loves the way that you look in the sunlight, or like in different lightings, because there's also like a candle here. There's the sunshine there. For the most part, this person feels like you have a very peaceful and balanced presence, but when it's time for passion, like you can bring that forward, 100%. This person also feels like you're one with the divine, and that's something they feel like you're very spiritually powerful, Virgo. They feel like you're highly favored. And they like and appreciate kind of your wild nature. Some of you too, I'm getting cooking. Like some of you, you're excellent at baking or cooking, or you're a mixologist. Like that's something else that's coming through. It's like whatever your passion is, like you're going to be the best at it. Whatever it is, like you're that determined, and you're going to be excellent at it. So this person definitely appreciates that passion, and almost in a way your perfectionism they appreciate as well. I'm almost getting like the energy of a chef. So some of you that might be the case. Like some sort of profession that requires like exact measurement, requires, you to be on the top of your game most of the time, but kind of like a high pressure career. I feel like this person also appreciates your assertiveness. Okay, that's another message that's coming through. Your assertiveness. Like they like to show you off. You are very incredibly attractive to this person, and I see to others as well. I see too you're very connected with the elements, and that's something else that this person notices and admires. You are an alchemist, and they see like how fast you can transform things. And they appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at what does Virgo's love interest dislike about them. does Virgo's interest dislike about them? You move on quickly, okay? If you break up with somebody, like, you're already moving on, and that's something that that could be, you know, an energy from an ex that's coming through here. I feel like you make yourself accessible to, like, easily accessible to other people for time and attention, or you really appreciate that time and attention, and that's something that this person doesn't dislike, or I'm sorry, possibly dislikes, depending on the type of relationship they want to have. Sometimes they feel like you're too open with others, that you share too much information with others before, like, they've gained your trust. That's something for some of you. You share a lot about your relationship with your family, and that makes this person insecure. That's something that's coming through. You're very alluring, okay? Incredibly alluring. I'm almost getting like siren energy coming through here. So you're probably very much tapped in with your, you know, your shadow side, or like your goddess, your like dark goddess energy. And that might be something that this person's intimidated by, but is so attractive at the same time. When you go out, like, you might flirt unintentionally, but like it just might be your personality or your nature. And this person notices that if you like flirt, you know, with others, like, that's something that's coming through here. I think this person likes to have control, okay? But I don't feel like you're one that can be, okay? And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. You know, it's like, you know, I'm seeing someone trying to, like, control a wave, you know, the waves, and unless you're the moon, you can't do that, right? Or try to, like, control water, you know, and it's just like this frustrating process if this person tries to control you. They kind of have to run wild with you if they want to be with you, is what I'm seeing here. I think that you play coy, like you also do that as well. Like, if they confront you about something, you're like, oh, who, me? Like, you play innocent, and this person sees through that. Okay, that was a very specific example. So they might feel like you're a little manipulative as well. This person might feel like you're using them for something. That's something else that I'm getting, like possibly using them for money, or that's something they're insecure about. But it's like you're an element. You're not just a person, you're a spirit, you're an element. It's like you can't be, you know, put into a one category, or be exactly what this person wants you to be. You are who you are. You're more than human, right? And I feel like, you know, for anyone like that, they learn the hard way that they can't control you. Like, I feel like there have been many relationships here that you've just ended because they tried to control you, or they tried to ground in the connection or have a commitment with you before you were ready. Okay, so receive what resonates, release what doesn't resonate with you, Virgo. I know there's some very specific examples. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself. If you're interested in any of my oracle decks, they're on sale. My shop's linked below. And if you're interested in more content, I do have a Bloom Patreon membership, and that is linked below. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.